Good evening and Merry Christmas. It's time for us to update you on happenings in and around the country. My name is Abena, Owusu, Nyamekye. You're welcome to News Tonight. Let's take a look at the headlines. As the year comes to a close, we'll bring you a recall of some of the stories we did throughout the year, starting tonight with a story of one man making a significant difference in the lives of the mentally challenged. While Christmas is here and while the church is calling for love among neighbors, the president is promising to better the lives of Ghanaians, and the vice is feeding children in some orphanages. And over 80 vendors have displayed their wares at this year's Seliwa Market, a platform to bring budding entrepreneurs together to network. We've got details of these stories and many others within the hour. Do stay with us here on News Tonight. Thank you for joining us. The Vice President, Dr. Bawumia, on Christmas Day donated an amount of 10,000 cedis together with 100 bags of rice, a giant bowl and 200 cartons of assorted drinks to the Teshie orphanage in Accra. According to the Vice President, the gesture is to make celebrating the birth of Christ more inclusive.
Christmas is sometimes a very sad season in orphanages, as many children hope that their wishes will come true and that perhaps someone will come to visit to at least give them that priceless warm hug. Too many times this is not the case, and Christmas can be a lonely time for them. But for inmates of the Teshie Children's Home here in Accra, this year has rather been housewarming and full of goodies. It's a busy time as caretakers engage in serious pounding and cooking just to make this year's Yuletide a memorable one. Gifts, big and small, all are coming in for the little ones. I can see that this year the celebration will be massive, because right behind you I'm seeing a giant cow that has been tied to the tree there. How do you intend to consume all of that?
Wow, this is very big. You know, we'll start by today, and then the next year to come we'll eat, drink and enjoy the Christmas and the New Year too as well.
The festive feeling also hangs thick for the over 40 orphan children who presently reside at the Teshie orphanage.
When it's getting to Christmas, after that one, there is always that you see people coming in here, and they don't just come, but people sometimes come and then they give a little tips, money and all stuff. Because of that, we are really happy when it's Christmas.
What do you know about Christmas?
I know that it's time to share, and it's time to share your love to others.
Okay. And so what are you expecting from people who are not living in this home, outsiders?
I want them to come and enjoy with us.
Vice President Dr. Bawumia, who came to FET with the children, said the Nanado-led NPP government remains committed to the well-being of the underprivileged in the Ghanaian society.
It is very important that as we celebrate, we think about those who are less fortunate than ourselves. And when you come to an orphanage such as this, you know that the people who are set up this orphanage, Mr. and Mrs. Parker, 1st May 1995, that this orphanage opened. They've sacrificed so much and continue to sacrifice so that they can bring some joy into the lives of the orphans.
Dr. Mahmood presented an amount of 10,000 cedis, 100 bags of rice, a fat bull and 200 cartons of assorted drinks. Blessing, an inmate of the orphanage, had a Christmas message for the Vice President together with the entire MPP administration.
The President, Father of the whole nation, Father of the fatherless, by wisdom you have attained this prestigious office. We pray you rule by this same wisdom. You have been distinguished among your peers, for you are silver tongued. The nation saw a light in you. They didn't just put you there, they believe in you. Don't let them down. They trust you to do it. They expect you to live above reproach and be a mentor to others. As a president, never abuse your office. Don't be a rough diamond, for you will let people down if you should do so. Instead, see it as a great opportunity to make your country the best among the lot. Fight against corruption, for it destroys a nation. Be lion-hearted and be on the level.
The Teshie orphanage was established some 21 years ago and so far has over 40 inmates.
Well, quite a touching message there. Still in the spirit of Christmas, Christians have been admonished to live in harmony as they celebrate the birth of Christ. Some Ghanaians, mostly Christians, marked the day with church services across the country. And speaking to GH1 News, the Metropolitan Archbishop of Accra, Most Reverend Palmer Bakal, urged Christians to improve their understanding of God's love by sharing the joy of the season.
Preparation for Christmas can be a lot of work with pressure of gifts buying, sending greeting cards, decorating homes, cooking, attending parties, cleaning up and many more. Yet the season is incomplete without the main purpose of celebrating the birth of Christ, to show love.
God so loved the world that he came down himself in the person of Jesus Christ, because we know that Jesus is God. You see the point? Jesus did not only come, he also improved upon our understanding of God's love. And Jesus would say, no greater love has anyone than to lay down his life for his friends.
The Metropolitan Archbishop of Accra, Most Reverend Palmer Bakal, used this opportunity to wish all a Merry Christmas and charged Ghanaians to mark this Christmas with a difference by sharing with the needy to honor the mystery of God's love for humanity.
We Christians are being called upon by the Lord to make the world a better place. How can we make it a better place? By following in the footsteps of Jesus Christ. Humility, love, and selfless service. So my prayer is that every Ghanaian in the coming year, 2018, if all of us will try to live this Christ-like love, I'm sure Ghana will be a better place.
Also, the General Overseer of Harvest International Ministry, Reverend Fitzgerald Odonko, has encouraged all to train children to live a Christ-like life, since Christmas is all about the love, joy, and hope.
Christmas Day is also a special day for the children, because we are focusing on the Christ child. Let us remember the children in our nation. Let us remember the children in our vicinity, especially those that are less privileged. Let Christmas bring light. Let Christmas bring joy. Let Christmas bring hope to them.
Now, TV personality and news editor for GH1 TV, Nana Abena, together with television presenter and lawyer Sandra Nkobi, on Christmas Day drove through the national capital to feed the country's police officers who continue to ensure the safety of citizens at all times. According to the duo, the move is to a show of appreciation to the gallant officers who are often not recognized for their hard work.
Christmas is a season of love and sharing, and a lot of the times, the beneficiary groups are the underprivileged in society. However, moving from one police checkpoint to the other, the two simply changed the narrative.
if we go out every year and we're giving to the underprivileged are safe in our country because our police personnel work very hard. Today is Christmas Day. They are here working. They are on the streets ensuring that there is sanity, there is peace, there is tranquility in this country. So what a better way to say thank you for the service and the dedication throughout the year. So Sandra and I decided that this is a perfect day to reach out to them, to let them know how much we appreciate them, and also feel the Christmas as well, because they're here working. No drinks, no water, nothing. So we want them to know that we love them.
You can see that the package is quite heavy.
Oh, it's just Christmas lunch. I mean, it's nothing extraordinary, just Christmas lunch. And they're here, they are working, it's Christmas Day, and we just want them to also feel appreciated and also enjoy the Christmas spirit.
Police officers at the airport division, who also received their share of the Xmas lunch package, were very excited. At the East Legon District Police Command, some 20 officers benefited from the Xmas lunch package. Chief Crime Officer for the East Legon District Police Command, DSP Abena, on behalf of the officers, expressed gratitude to Nanaba Namwa and Sandra Ankobia.
Most of the time, people will bring food and other parcels to the inmates, but this is the first time somebody has thought about police officers and has done us this great favor. We are most grateful. We are working throughout. We came in the morning and we are still here, so we are grateful that you have considered our welfare. So.
Let's take you to the Volta region now, where blood pressure tops the list of most screened diseases at Fuveme in the Keta South municipality. Experts say excess alcohol intake is the cause.
Hundreds of residents from Atiteti, Fuveme, and other surrounding communities took part in a health screening conducted by You at Heart Foundation. Some of the diseases screened include malaria, typhoid, sight problems, and high blood pressure. Fuveme, a fishing community with a population of over 600, has no health facility to cater for the health needs of the people. The medical screening was an exercise put together by the non-governmental organization to extend health services to the members of the community. Out of the diseases tested, high blood pressure was leading. Executive Director of the You at Heart Foundation, Nana Konto, explains why.
In consultation with my health workers, what they are telling me is that most of them are suffering from high blood pressure, and they are attributing that to drinking, and then because there isn't any social amenities here to calm down their stress, it's also taking a toll on them in that direction.
The group is also planning to put up a modern toilet facility for the community.
All right, we'll be back with more stories here on GH1 TV. Do stay with us.
High says Diabo, and your high says Bronya. Don't call me. High says free. High says TV. So. Air condition, washing machine, so. Gas cooker, home theater, cable phones, and a baby high sense showroom beyond. Mohudoti, so. Effective 15th December, coming 15th January. Bora high sense showroom beyond. Na kwaje wodie. High sense Damuase. Mubronya chedieni. Eye high sense Bronya. Don't call me. BPN afraid. 0302 550000. High sense. everyday prices for everyday people.
Hi there, welcome to Broom Range of Electronics and Home Appliances. Let me introduce you to our quality and durable product. Let me start off with our high definition LED TV with the latest features and better picture quality, range of air conditioning from split to floor standing, and check out the Broom range of cooking appliances, gas cookers, microwaves, blenders, food processors and broom washing machines. And we have an entire range of Broom refrigerators, beverage coolers, freezers and water dispensers. There's just so much to choose from. It's durable, affordable and energy efficient.
Jamie, therefore, ma yawo hui brings you. Na fe yim so mo kwan. Say the therefore see no.
Wada wo ma manento nana say insu asem de mo ha na okra ye ba no ye de insu ba.
Ah! Adai. Se waba efie. Ah, wo say yen ma mo insu nom no. Wo so de insu ba. Ene sai.
Nana eti amra.
Therefore, yesre wo. Insu we. Eye ahimfu nsu a yede afa mfidiem asone so aye ne kroji a Free Kingdom Beverages Limited, King's Drinking Water.
Baima insu ne de
Adampa
King's Drinking Water mpa ene na King's Drinking Water
ahimfu nsu de.
Beverages Limited, Kakai 777 bitters.
Me pensa papa bia no manu bina shemu. Ghana ne China no bina kwani ya dia shemu. Chiche bina obeye fine. Drink and make you no waste time. Nyampa Kakai bitters, yeah, come. It's good for your party, so Kakai bitters. For your engagement, so Kakai bitters. Good for your funeral, so it's good for your wedding, so your wedding, so it's good for your party, so for your engagement, so good for your funeral, so
Nyansem and Tom Manipa when Yantia don't watch it and Sessa Apem for num. Our drinking sport BM Kakai 777 bitters and Kasa
8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, close to 2,000 hours a year. That's what you invest in your business as you strive for the life you dream of. You're putting in the work. Make sure you get what you deserve. Get retrenchment insurance, get an overdraft, get a Visa credit card, get Barclays Prestige Banking. You've earned it.
Hi there, welcome to Broom Range of Electronics and Home Appliances. Check out our full HD LED TVs, super cooling air conditioners, energy efficient refrigerators, gas cookers, latest technology washing machines, microwave ovens and many more.
The new year, on the heels of a new government that promised heaven, the Akufo administration kicked off their tenure with criticisms of a plagiarized inaugural speech.
I ask you to be citizens.
I ask you to be citizens.
Citizens, not spectators.
Citizens, not spectators.
But the speech was politically correct.
I've heard it said that I'm behaving like a man in a hurry. Mr. Speaker, I am indeed in a hurry.
And so, excited Ghanaians settled down to have the time of their lives. But it wasn't to be. Demonstrations upon demonstrations. The Asempa budget was to be the genesis of delivering on the lofty promises, but the NDC just had to find something wrong with it.
The financial market, everybody is talking about. The investors are asking questions, but I need the Ministry of Finance to come and give us some answers.
With 28 million Ghanaians and a wild opposition, the journey began. Along the way, 18 students perished in a disaster at the Kintampo waterfalls. Members of the MPP's Delta Force, in Rambo style, stormed the Kumasi Circuit Court. Then came a calamity that shook the nation: the death of Major Maxwell Mahama. Couple of months along the line, a gas explosion at Atomic Junction killed 7 and injured many. Indeed, 2017 has been an eventful year. Join us Christmas Day, December 25, 2017, right here on GH1 Television as we give you a recap of major happenings that made the news throughout the year, plus a flashback of all our special reports. GH1 News, news you can trust.
You're welcome back to News Tonight. It's time for us to bring you Flashback. Well, and so on Flashback, we get to bring you some of the outstanding stories we told throughout the year 2017. Now, this is one about a man with a rare passion, a zeal for mentally challenged persons abandoned on the streets. For more than a decade, this man has dedicated his life to the well-being of the mentally ill. In the following report, Ernest Latif puts the spotlight on Emmanuel Annabelle, a Samaritan for the mentally ill.
I first met Emmanuel Annabelle when I broached the surreal state of the mentally ill persons on the streets of Accra. I decided to spend a day with him in his line of duty, a job which many will find mysterious. For over a decade, Emmanuel Annabelle has been caring for the mentally ill. I caught up with him preparing to set off for an outreach for the mentally challenged. In his car are slightly used clothes, a bucket, a chair, toiletries and other accompanying stuff personally acquired for the care of the people he will be taking care of. So, we hit the road to randomly find mentally challenged persons on the streets of Accra. Annabelle's work is not as easy as it may seem. In spite of the danger he faces daily, he continues to soldier on. Our first stop is outside the Bukom Boxing Emporium. Here, Emmanuel Annabelle spotted this man sitting lonely under this tree. He approached him and exchanged pleasantries with him, though he was not receptive. Yet, Emmanuel Annabelle did not give in to his resistance, leading to a wrestle between the two of them. After a series of prayers by Annabelle, Kofi, not his real name, appeared calm but intermittently aggressive. What started as a mission of a man and his sister became a communal affair as bystanders were moved by his compassion. Kofi was eventually subdued. Emmanuel Annabelle bathed Kofi, cut his dreadlocks and changed his clothes.
Thursdays, I know I will not have it easy, so I always pray that the Holy Ghost Spirit always go ahead of me. So it's common with me. It's something I'm used to.
Some people who were touched by Annabelle's compassion for Kofi lauded his efforts.
The time I came, I see the man do some the correct job, or you do some the God distant thing. I'll come and help this man and do this thing for last year. It's a generation who say, "Yeah, Papa, we and then kasa, and then kasa no opese or else to bon." Internet says, "Yeah, pese ba na ebe bon na oye bibi amano."
Within the same area, Annabelle spotted another mentally challenged person. He reached out to her and spruced her, but not without a challenge. This vocal man was the third person to win the sympathy of this Good Samaritan. He was cooperative, majestic, and quite hilarious.
My mission is, if I'll get a logistic support, I'll set up a home. So after sprucing him, this thing you just seen, in my own way, we call it sprucing, meaning providing the daily needs of these people, because they need a haircut, they need to take a good shower, change of clothing. So that's what I'm doing. So if I've been able to set up that home, I have men of God out there and I have herbalists who are ready to support me.
Here on the Accra High Streets, this mentally challenged man proved to be the most industrious compared to all the other mentally ill persons we encountered. He was beaming and cooperated throughout. Makola almost came to a standstill as Annabelle wrapped up for the day. Several people gathered on the shoulders of the streets to catch a glimpse of his work.
If God will touch anybody's heart and he can donate a double cabin pickup for us, we will mount a water poly tank behind it, because we go places we don't get water. That makes it very difficult for us. So if someone will come out of his heart and he will donate a double cabin pickup for us, the good Lord will richly bless him or her, and beyond his or her imagination.
The shaman crying, sir, says, I am you, Yenu man, man, did them now, by a brim who are crying, Omuta, Bimusu, your mom was sending to me about down for now, Jaromono, then in your radi, and
I was humbled by the insight I gained into Annabelle's work. Undoubtedly, if we get more Annabelles, the state of the mental health care will improve significantly in this country.
Well, and you know, GH1 News is results-oriented, because following that report on Emmanuel Annabelle and his caring passion for the mentally ill, some group of persons donated a car, a poly tank, used clothes and cash to support his work.
The reports by Ernest Lati on the mentally ill and one man's passion to get them off the streets through his own means. The telephone lines of GH1 TV have been buzzing with people genuinely interested in helping Emmanuel Annabelle. Florence Okrampa and her family are the latest to have shown interest. The family has donated a poly tank in fulfillment of the request made by Annabelle in the video.
I was really excited when I saw what my daddy was doing, so I moved by it, and I remember what was in the word of God. I said, when I was sick, did not come to look for me. When I was in prison, did not even come. And when I was naked, did not clothe me. So with that word, it touched my heart. I was like, God, what can I do to help? That was why I intended to buy this small thing in my way to give to daddy.
A family not wanting their identities to be disclosed on TV were also moved to donate one of their cars to Annabelle's charity. Emmanuel Annabelle has enjoyed substantial level of goodwill from both home and abroad, with many people donating cash to support his vision for the mentally ill.
Thank you, each and every one of you, those who donated this van to me, those who donated various sums of cash, and the lady who donated the poly tank. I thank you all. And those who are willing to donate, I pray that the good Lord will open shut doors unto you, so that He will grant you good health, wealth, and prosperity, so that you'll be able to support me.
May God help them and open door. Every door that I've opened for them in this year, before end of this year, may the Lord open that for them in the name of Jesus.
The story Wrestle of Love by Ernest Latte has been watched by over 1 million people online, and the video link shared by more than 11,000 people, with over 500 individuals promising to support in varied ways. Your own support is welcome in any form.
Flores.
Well, indeed, and we've got people still wanting to support, and they're coming in, and you're welcome if you want to do same for Annabelle or any of the other stories that we've brought to you here on GH1 TV, and we are continuing with Flashback. And this story is about the capital, Accra, and it has for long been regarded by many locals as the hub for jobs, I must say. And this perception has for many years informed the mammoth migration to Ghana's capital through the city, though the city has its own infrastructural and economic challenges. But the prospects of getting a job in the city dims, and migrants are found poorer as they arrived. As a result, many of them end up living dangerously on the streets, braving all manner of dangers in their quest for a befitting life. Bet in the City is a report by Ernest Latte that takes a look at the mission to it takes you on a mission to explore the struggles internal migrants go through at the night to soothe their heads to sleep. For many internal migrants, Accra is a land of promise to all who want to give meaning to their lives. The opportunities here are vast in scope and the challenges in equal measure. Undoubtedly, this beautiful city has shaped the dreams of many, with a lot still struggling to etch their names on the sands of history. Accra is indeed the land of endless possibilities, with a space for all who toil with a hope for a better tomorrow. Nightlife in some parts of Accra is as brisk as daytime. From the street hawkers to the numerous pub joints in the city, there can never be a dull moment here. But beyond these ecstasies of the night is a struggle of many sojourners who are pursuing one dream or the other. 34-year-old Akwesi Sapong came to Accra in 2015 from Abuabo in the Amansia West district of the Ashanti region. His job search has yielded him nothing. Sadly, he has become a stranger in his own country, struggling to give meaning to his life.
Last year, 2016, one on me buy. If I say 1.5 years, on my village, Kulapa, I think, and they say so. Baba paid you my. Everybody in this career, they was here. Everybody starting business. We are. Everybody speaking Swahili and now. We be criminals or Sonyama. Yeah, they are good. They are not. Yes, we are not going to talk. You be there to tell.
17-year-old Atakwejo has a chilling story. The death of his mother may have left him emotionally traumatized, but his biggest regret is this physical scar he derived from an accident that nearly ended his life. A pain he still nurses here on the street. Joyce is only 14 years old, and already she is living the hard way. She and her 2 other siblings were trafficked to Accra by a lady who exploited them and abandoned them to their fate. She helps people to sell sachet water on the streets for survival.
Obina dear by, yeah, me and Reno dear by carnation. Near Tommy, so now this can coy. di ya dan fufu echi ba. Me to my dear, me to me so mobi. School boy ni say. Where you down?
For these children here, the streets have become their home, united by love, predicated on a story of dejection. They fetch water from this gutter to bath and wash their clothes. At the end of a hard day's work, this pavement is what suits them to sleep at night, to hope anew at the beckoning of a new day. Ghana's housing deficit stands at 1.7 million, and it is projected to rise to 2 million by 2018. A shortfall which housing experts say will require $34 billion to address. The enormity of the problem is evidenced by the struggles of these migrants who sleep in front of shops and alleys at night. The sight of people, especially children, sleeping in the open at night was heartrending. The dangers here transcends mosquito bite alone. They can equally be victimized by miscreants. One can only imagine how they cope when the rains pour. They can only hope that the Ministry of Inner City and Zongo Development will not add up to the number of failed institutions in the country. Now, over $200 million worth of poultry products are imported from the EU and the US into Ghana, a practice that has for far too long stifled the local poultry industry. Despite the flack on local poultry producers, such as products being overly priced and the inability to produce to meet demands of the market, many Ghanaians continue to venture into the business. In this report, Ernest Latte puts the spotlight on the challenges that budding poultry farmers go through in Ghana.
Products of these birds are very integral to most meals in Ghana, yet raising them is painstaking and fraught with many challenges that only the daring can bear. We met some young Ghanaians in the poultry industry whose determination could best be described as the future of Ghana's local poultry industry. It is 11 o'clock here at Mahian in the Amasaman constituency, and already Kwabena Dakon is keeping up with the day in a career he so much desires. Kwabena graduated from the African University College of Communications in 2013 with a degree in communication studies, but after a few years in the corporate world, Kwabena Dakon turned his attention to the poultry industry with a dream of creating a business for himself and others subsequently. But that excitement was short-lived as a disease struck his 700 bears and killed 689, leaving him with only 11 bears.
In Ghana, you are a starter and you are on your own. First of all, there are no loan facilities. You don't get loans from anybody. The insurance companies are not even ready to insure your birds because to some extent, they all know the risks that are involved. They all know you could lose your birds at any time.
At Fiakonya, in the Shai Osudoku constituency, I met Peter Ahune, a junior high school graduate managing Grey Farms, a family poultry business entrusted to his care. The farm has 4,500 birds. He has not lost a single bird to a disease since he started operation a year ago. Peter hopes to expand the farm to house over 7,000 birds in the next 5 years, but wants government to invest in the poultry sector to cut down on the cost of feed for the birds.
Maize and wheat brown, soya beans, those kind of fish meal and those things we use to prepare the feed. All those things is costing.
A few meters drive away from this poultry farm in the same community is Owusu Pepra and his friend Kwabena Date. For 4 years, they both have been in this space, running this farm on the outskirts of the Fiakonya community. The farm has 2,000 bears. They tell me they lost 50 bears at the start of the business, threatening the enterprise. But for the intervention of a veterinary officer, all the bears will have perished.
So I buy obetimama you loan.
I bet Modia trade when my fan could obey 2,000. I can't be CCR Nasi Bunus or Bema is Canaya Sibiaka Hoa and also boy. The feeding is on the wedding. Say 1 bag 77 CDs. This are by bet my who be Binas and no more dear feeding on bet or better Teswa Nasa born Beba Fuma and Super boy.
The duo also want government to promote the patronage of local chicken, as the exotic or foreign imported poultry products into the country are mostly unwholesome.
Na meme timi aka kire amane se bi almost adepa ofia eye se ya maye ni koye de na ye ne ha no ho a meme se mfaso wo so chan abrofun de na omode ban bebu ni de na de ban be problem wum ono se problem wono onwe nka so oya man kromfo no mo ayare ntin aka so de onse omode ban so abu a omo port for so mo ncheke hwe onye nso nam ne de
Maria Jaton Daniels is an African American who has also had an awful stint with the poultry industry in Ghana. She and her husband bought over 600 acres of land at Akuse in the eastern region. They started a vibrant poultry farm, but an acquisition of a contaminated feed for the birds wiped out the whole stock. She's back again with a new blueprint to revive her farm.
My plan is now I've established, I come back to Ghana to establish what I call a Greek port. It's called a Greek port because we will provide agricultural infrastructure for the local farmers. For the poultry farmer, pig farmer, all the farmers, we will provide the infrastructure, meaning that we will supply the houses, the electricity, and the water for them on the site. And all they would have to do is come in and start producing the chickens, broilers.
For these individuals hoping to walk in the path of the giants in the poultry industry in Ghana, the best way to keep the industry lucrative and profitable for the country is by fostering close collaborations between governments and the private sector.
I intend to make this thing big. Seriously, I did not leave the corporate world for nothing. I plan on expanding it to probably 5,000 beds in the next 3 years. That is what I want to do.
They have not wrapped their mind around the fact that this is a competitive environment, and the competitors outside are coming to take over wherever there's a weakness, wherever they have not come up to the industry standards. They're coming to take over. So the local farmer has to understand that and get their minds ready to do whatever changes they need to do to make those changes to be able to take back the market here in Ghana.
For now, the numerous problems facing the local poultry industry will linger on until government intervenes. One thing that is, however, certain is that these individuals determined to be the next generation of successful poultry farmers are on a career path full of uncertainties, yet very promising.
And that ends Flashback throughout the week from today. So we are done with today's part. So from Tuesday through to Friday, we'll continue to recount some of the interesting stories we brought you here on GH1 TV. Right now, it's time for us to bring you some business news, and it's brought to you by Dusk Capital.
Business Brief is brought to you by Dusk Capital. We see a millionaire in you. We're looking for you, the next millionaire. We know of your stressful routine. From those 12-hour flights across the Atlantic to your hustle through traffic every day.
From burning the midnight oil to that laptop that never sleeps, we know where you are in life, and we know where you want to go. Let us take you there. Thinking investment? Think Dusk Capital. Dusk Capital. We see a millionaire in you.
Bronya, Freddy's Corner, Yasa baby, Bronya, Obia, Freddy's Corner, Edientia, yeah, Chenyoma, I mean free instant gift. Nyawia, so where Freddy's Corner shop, Bia, Wagana, baby. What shall do Freddy's Corner Bronya where? Who been yache to say, wine, mackerel, biscuits, and in your man would be.
Wow, Freddy's Corner, thank you. Freddy's Corner, may I say?
Nyawia, so where Freddy's Corner shop, Bia, Wagana, baby. Not do mobile phone, with laptop, or printer, and also PlayStation. Not do instant gift. Wow, to Mikako Freddy's Corner. Not what you watch it. Freddy's Corner, your home of authentic mobile phone and accessories.
Head office, Kokomlimli, any city light, ne DNM. Fre 020 7937 323.
Well, now first business story. To most people, Christmas is the time to prepare many delicacies and share and make merry with friends and families. The festive season will never be complete without each household buying either fowl, goats or sheep for their special meals. However, according to some livestock traders at the industrial area and Nima market, sales have rather been slow during the festive season.
It's with no doubt that the livestock market is one of the major subsets of agriculture in Ghana, but in recent times, its traders have suffered a lot due to high cost of transportation and non-patronage. The market, which is mostly dominated by Muslim men, is often stable but usually peaks during festive occasions. However, the story seemed to have changed this year. Haruna Sabu, who has been selling goats and sheep for over 20 years at the industrial area of Accra, indicated that the market is in distress as sales have declined, thereby throwing them into abject poverty.
Last year at this time we are busy, but at this time we want to see tomorrow, so we can't judge now. So we want to see maybe tomorrow the market will make fine.
Coming in different sizes, the goats cost between 300 to 700 Ghana cedi, while the sheep cost between 2,000 to 4,000 Ghana cedi. Solomon Yabua, who is here to buy a goat, says the prices of the livestock has increased.
We are punching regional. We are also 4-5. Mama 300 or so. And then I can. By last year we never. I was at 200. This year no. And then
the story, however, remained the same as we interacted with Agana Hickens Kwame, who sells fowls at the Nima market. Though a lot of people troop into the market, Agana tells us just a few people are buying.
Normally they normally buy the Christmas, they buy local chicken more than guinea fowl. And a lot of things have happened, especially the road, the bridge issue. It has affected us. So before we get here, from now all the way to here, the chicken always become weak. And it involves a lot of cost.
One could purchase a local breed with just 30 Ghana cedi, but for a broiler or guinea fowl, the price is between 40 and 80 Ghana cedi. These traders, however, say they are looking forward to a better sales as the season goes by.
Now, over 80 vendors stocking a wide variety of local and foreign products marketed their products at Ghana's most celebrated marketing event, the Seliwa Xmas Market. The pop-up market event had more entrepreneurs as well selling their brands at the most cheap and affordable prices.
The atmosphere could best be described as colorful as several vendors assembled under one roof with their respective brands to sell at cheap prices. The program's coordinator, speaking to J2 News, indicated that the annual event is to offer budding entrepreneurs in the country a platform to display their product and also network.
One of the very important things is creating that opportunity for people to market their business. There are a lot of young Ghanaian entrepreneurs, as you can see over here, and it's important that at every point in time they have places that they can market and sell their products.
A pleasing spectacle of items ranging from traditional fabric, African wear, cosmetics, among others were on display. Anita Kito, a vendor who sells exquisite handmade bags, in an exclusive interview with the GH1 News team, shared her excitement. She also highlighted some challenges with marketing locally made products in Ghana.
The patronage, is quite interesting for people who are looking for unique items, who are looking for handmade items. They love our products and they buy it. But mostly we get a lot more foreigners purchasing our items, because sometimes, unfortunately, locally they think some of these things are cheap, and they do not appreciate the fact that a lot of effort goes into it, and these items are handmade.
The coordinator noted with much optimism that 2018 other regions in the nation will experience the Salewa market rush as well.
It's not limited to just Accra. I can tell you there are vendors that are outside of Accra and are taking part in this very important event. And so we are not limiting ourselves to Accra. We are going to spread a Salewa message to the entire country and provide the opportunity for other vendors too as well.
The annual pop-up event is organized each year to promote harmony amongst entrepreneurs, as well as provide them with a platform to network to augment their business brands.
That ends Business Brief here on News Tonight.
Business Brief was brought to you by Dusk Capital. We see a millionaire in you.
Talk about Christmas and find out how residents of Papase, a community in the central region, marked the day. Nabil Ahmed Rufai has returned from the community and reports that children there are not sure of the significance of Christmas, even though they are excited about the occasion.
Christmas is here again, a time for merrymaking. But have you ever wondered how those at the outskirts of Accra celebrate Christmas? I'm here at Papase, a community in the central region, to find out how people here celebrate their Christmas. Not much activity going on here at Papase for children who have gathered to chat while they wait for their mother to serve them a meal. Christmas is just a day to eat their favorite meals, fufu and rice with chicken.
Jogging and call jogging. Claudiana says, Bah, Inti Bruna pa.
Inti Danny, then I'm moody D and I'm moody day.
And so, and I bath, and I say, a
day, Johnny. And a day.
And I could.
Okay.
Into your fufu. Fufuna in Katunkwan.
Inti Bronya no Meniagiana said that Meniagiana. Elsewhere within the community, these boys also while away time as they enjoy the time of school on a Monday afternoon. Samuel Mensah tells me they marked the day with a keep fit exercise in the morning and will end the day by eating rice with chicken.
Bronya no I said after I go Bronya no
but Bronya says see di Bronya exercise.
Tisa ya di eni akwa afifufulum.
Na onim say enne Bronya ye di Yesu awoda.
David.
Oh, intende me catch say see di Bronya exercise Yesu awoda. Nti so bi bisawa obe catch and say Bronya no aseche ni den.
Oyi bisama me catch and say Bronya awoda. Yesu awoda.
So still in the Papase community, and I'm here to meet the Ahin family to find out how they are celebrating the Christmas. And I'm here with Mrs. Ahin. Inti ene den poten amoye.
Na de wo fufu. Fufu na ye wo efisa afiaso. Ese ye pe bibi e kaya no.
Inti fufu na wen.
I feel like I'm going to just so.
And my uncle and share. Oh, okay. Okay. Inti Tambena, Idano never been.
Ediano. So see, I would be a me fan service 15 minutes time, not
about 15 minutes time, the intimate train.
Sorrow.
Inti intimate train, I didn't remember my and the brune, I didn't remember my.
Oh, and the brune, and the other mamma, dear. I made it. You better be big a crab. Okay. You could go away. You want some, I go to Yama.
You, that's it. All right. Okay, that's it. Okay, so this is my Christmas present from the Ahin family. I couldn't wait to get the fufu, but then we'll make do with this coconut. Thank you so much.
Well, of course, every day should be Christmas Day. If you can get to homes and you're met with coconut and fufu and all that. But hey, let's continue with the stories. But we'll be back after this break. Do stay with us here on News Tonight. It's time for us to bring you some international news. Now, Pope Francis has used the traditional Christmas Day message to call for peace for Jerusalem and dialogue between Israelis and Palestinians. Acknowledging growing tensions between them, he urged a negotiated solution that would allow peaceful coexistence between the two states. U.S. President Donald Trump recently announced that America recognized Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. The controversial move drew international condemnation. The Roman Catholic leader gave a speech to the city and the world in St. Peter's Square.
In questo giorno di festa invochiamo il Signore la pace per Gerusalemme e per tutta la Terra Santa. Preghiamo perché tra le parti prevalga la volontà di riprendere il dialogo e si possa finalmente giungere a una soluzione negoziata che consenta la pacifica coesistenza di due stati all'interno di confini concordati tra loro e internazionalmente riconosciuti.
That's all in our international news segment tonight. Time for us to bring you E-Zone. And how is your closet looking for the Yuletide? Well, whether you spend the season in church, parties, or even at home, you have to look the part. But is there an appropriate look for Christmas? There's more in the following report.
Dressing up means you avoid very casual clothing like the jeans and the sneakers. If you're going for a Christmas party, you don't do casual. It's a dressing up thing. So dress shirts and pants and shoes, you know, bow ties and suits. Beautiful fabrics like the velvets and the satins, things that glitter, that's got a bit of shine in them. So for the gentlemen, they could use those fabrics for their ties, their bow ties, their handkerchiefs, and all of that, and you look great.
Miss Nancy is a style coach, and she says the season is a joyous one, which requires a fashionable tone. In her own words, a good opportunity to look classy and not trashy. Christmas is here, the day that marks the birth of Jesus Christ and is celebrated across varied cultures of the world differently based on religious practices and superstitions. In Ghana, the festive season presents a busy schedule for shop owners and fashion designers, among others. Most people, particularly women, go in for new outfits for the Yuletide. The kids aren't left out as they relish the opportunity to get new clothes. But do people still shop exclusively for the Christmas period?
Well, I bought a new dress. I didn't sew. Well, I bought one for Christmas and then New Year.
I didn't sew any dress anyway. But I just bought some few things for my wife and children. Yes.
And how many do you get for them?
Oh, well, actually I'm traveling, but I've gotten one. I have 2 kids and a wife, 3 kids and a wife, so I just get one thing for them.
For me, dear,
all right, I don't have a Christmas outfit yet, so maybe I'm still old-fashioned or new-fashioned to say, but that's all we have for you on news tonight. We hope you had a good time with us and enjoy your Christmas. We'll be back tomorrow. My name is Abena Owusu Nyamekye. Merry Christmas.